Coming up this week on Virginia Dirt Pirate. Okay. Alright. What do we got here? I see a nice green patina. Okay. This is probably the highest tone I've had all day. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week I'm going to be going to the same place that I've been at for the past few weeks. But I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to go check out this area that I noticed the last time I was there. And then I'm going to head up through the overlap area where I was finding all the stuff the last time I was there. Then I'm going to take a little hike and I'm going to head over to another area on the same parcel of land. It's another little creek valley where I found a few things in the past, a couple of flat buttons and things. And it just looks like a really good area, topographically speaking. So I'm going to head there right now. Oh, and since this video is going to be posted on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. All right, folks, we are back at the same place that we have been for the past few weeks. And I'm heading down the slope here towards an area that I spotted last week when I was messing around down by the creek. It's kind of a small rise, and it just kind of looks like there might be something there. So I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of down through the woods here where the ground kind of rises up in the back. So I'm going to go check that out first, and if the ground is silent, so be it. I'm just going to go ahead and head down to the creek and up past the Colonial site and then up through the overlap area, and eventually I will end up in that other area of the property that I was talking about. All right, I am up on that little hill. That's the direction I came from there down the slope. Not really anything, not really getting any iron patch or anything, but I did get this. Down a little ways. I don't know, it's hard to say. I'm gonna go ahead and dig it. Could very well be a shotgun shell, but we'll see. All right, it's out. Right about there. See if the pinpointer can get it. Sounds small. Still could be a shotgun shell though. Where did it go? Is that it? Okay. It is not a shotgun shell. What is it? What the heck is that? I think It's a button. Okay. I think it is. What the heck is going on there? All right, let me take a good look at it and I'll get my phone out. Okay. The first find of the day appears to be a button. And I say appears to be because it is mangled. It is definitely mangled, but it looks like it maybe used to be a two-piece button. And it looks like it has something on the front. Almost looks like it has an eagle maybe on the front. I can't really tell. So I will have to do some more cleaning on it when I get home. But it looks very interesting. Maybe there's more of them here. Let's find out. All right, a little bit down from the crest of the hill now. Didn't really see much else up in that area. There weren't a lot of other signals. So we kind of headed on down the hill, which kind of slopes down towards the creek. And I just got this. Seems small, kind of deep, but you know how that goes. Could very, very easily be a shotgun shell, but you know, the last one wasn't, so let's find out. Okay, it's out. Sounds rather small, so I'm hoping that it's not a shotgun shell. Okay. That it? No. Where the heck is it? Okay, this is something very small. Very small. Now watch it be a shotgun shell. Uh-oh, I lost it. What the heck is going on here? I keep pushing it around. Oh my gosh, I lost it. I friggin' lost it. Ah, what the heck is going on here? Oh my gosh. This is probably something like maybe a 22 casing. Or it could be a piece of buckshot. That's exactly what it is. Oh. Yep. Yep. Little piece of buckshot. Oh well. Been kind of making a pass through the Colonial site before I head up through the overlap area. And as you notice, I've got the small coil today, so I can get into little tiny places and just hit something under this log. Not really deep, not all that deep, I don't think. But it looks interesting, so let's go ahead and dig it up. It's a bottle. And I almost broke it too. Almost. It's probably one of those federal law bottles. There seem to be a lot of those around here. Let's find out. Yeah, I believe so. It's a very interesting looking bottle. Yep, one of those federal law bottles. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Okay. There's a low ringer. About 3 bars down. Let's see what that is. All right, it is out. Right about there. Button, I do believe. Yep, that would have to be a tomback. Ringing that low, that's got to be a tomback. Yep, that's a tomback. Let me get my phone out. Yep, it's a tomback. I don't see any design on it, but it's definitely a tomback. Yep. Very nice. I'll take it. All right. This is not very deep. 2, 3 bars down. But it's very, very low. But since we're right on the edge of the Colonial site, I'm going to go ahead and dig it, see what we got. All right, it's out. Strong little signal, very low though. Let's see if the pinpointer can find it. I see a nice green patina. Okay. Okay, this looks old. Huh. Got a design on it. Let me clean it up and get my phone out. Okay. It looks like a piece of jewelry. It's got a little hole at the top. It's very, very fragile. I just barely touched the thing and it started to break. I'm going to see if I can put it in something and protect it and bring it home. Clean it up. Interesting. All right, here's another one. Kind of a high tone here. Yeah, I guess that's a legitimate high tone. Almost in the same range as those bullets, but it's a little bit larger. Down a little ways. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, it's out. Wow, strong signal. Okay. Let's see what that is. That was easy. pocket watch. Okay. Ow. Alright, it's probably got some information on it. Should be able to look it up. That's cool. Another one for the collection. Let me get my phone out. Yep, another pocket watch. Probably an Ingram. I think I found another one of those around here. That's what it kind of looks like. Most likely turn of the century. Cool. I'll clean it up when I get home and see if it has any serial numbers or anything on it. Okay. So far I'm not doing too well with these kind of signals, but everything else has been aluminum or some other kind of crap. This looks good. This is probably the highest tone I've had all day. So let's see what it is. All right, it's out. That's got to be a silver quarter. Unless it's a half. I'm going to say silver quarter. The only thing that could be as high as that would be like an aluminum pot or something, and I know it's not that. There it is. Ah! All right. All right. Okay. Okay. It's George. Hi, George. Let me get my phone out. Yep, George Washington, 1941. I think this is about like I think I found probably close to 2 dozen silver Washingtons so far. By far more than any other silver quarter. But that's okay. That's all right. I'll take it. Okay. Hadn't seen this before. Wow. Well, all kinds of things living down in there. Little swamp creatures. Huh. Not to mention up in here. Wow, what the hell? That definitely looks creepy. Well, that looks good. Yeah, that looks really good. All right. Let's check that out. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Pocket watch back, maybe? It's about the right size for that. That's interesting. Let me clean it up a little bit and we'll take a look at it. Not sure what it is. Could be the back to a pocket watch. Might be a bridal rosette, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to have to clean it up when I get home, see if there's anything else on it. It's interesting. Has a nice design. All right. That looks pretty good. That it? It is indeed. No, that is not it. Is it? No, that is not it. I don't know what that is. Where is it? Where is it? Come on now. I see something. I see something glittering. What is that? It's a leaf. Cool. All right, where is the damn thing? That wasn't it. I know that wasn't it. Whatever this thing is, it's small. Oh, there it is. Is it a penny? Huh. It's a coin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was down a little ways. All right. That's interesting. All right. Let me clean it up. It is a wheat cent. I can't quite make out the date on it, but I will do some more work on it when I get home. All right, that'll do it for this week's hunt. Another good hunt. Found a few coins, pocket watch, a few other interesting things. Got a little bit of research to do. I think that's going to do it for this place, though. Time to move on. Do some exploring in other areas. I know I said that last week, but this time I really mean it. We'll see. All right, time for the weekly wrap-up, and this week we were back at the same site again. Same site that I've been at for the past several weeks. Started out at a little hilltop that I wanted to check out, that I had spotted last week, and turns out there wasn't really anything there. The ground was pretty silent, except for this thing that I found, which I thought was a two-piece button, the remains of a two-piece button. But I started to clean it and I realized there was lead underneath, and I flipped it over, and as it turns out, it's a bullet. It's just a smashed bullet. So, bummer there. Then I went down to the creek, and I worked my way up alongside the Colonial site that I've been searching for the past few weeks. And I did find a tomback button. See if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. And I also found a small piece of jewelry. At least I think it's jewelry. I don't know what else it would be. It has a design on it, and has a little hole at the top. It's very fragile. The thing literally started to break just while I was handling it. So. But I thought that was interesting, so I brought that home. I tucked that away with the rest of my jewelry items. Afterwards, I kind of worked my way up through the overlap area in between the Colonial site and the turn of the century site. And I found a pocket watch which I have found these in the area before. This is an Ingram pocket watch. It says Ingram Company over here. And I didn't see a serial number on it, but Ingram Company, Ingram Company, known for its clocks, started manufacturing pocket watches around 1914. They also produced wristwatch models starting in 1932, with a total production of more than 65 million pocket watches and 15 million wristwatches before ceasing production in the mid-1960s. So that is the Ingram Watch Company. Also found a couple of coins, 1941 Washington, and what I believe is a 1936 wheat penny, but I'm not 100% certain on the date on that one. Also found a couple of the same kind of bullets that I found last week, same exact kind. And if I'm reading the signals right, there's probably about a half a dozen more in the ground, but I chose not to dig them all up. Found a couple of other interesting things this week. This is the back of a watch case made by the Philadelphia Watch Case Company. It is the Victory model, and it says guaranteed 10 years. You can't really see it in there, but I'm going to put up a picture. That particular model was made starting in 1898, and the Philadelphia Watch Company was absorbed by the Keystone Watch Company in 1904. So that gives you a pretty good date range for this watch case. It's very attractive. You can tell most of the gold plate has come off of it. I also found what appears to be an 80-year-old tube of toothpaste that, according to AI, does not exist. This says Star-Kissed toothpaste on it. So I did an AI query on that, and AI says, there is no Star-Kissed toothpaste. Star-Kissed is a brand of canned tuna, and the query is likely a misunderstanding, possibly a confusion with other toothpaste brands. So I said, okay, and I searched through some pictures, and somebody on eBay is selling decals for things from the 1940s and whatnot, and they had decals for Star-Kissed toothpaste. So I said, wait a minute, so this must have existed at one time or another. So I went and I did the query again, and it says, Star-Kissed does not make toothpaste as a commercial product. A fictional Star-Kissed toothpaste tube featuring the tuna company's logo exists as a collectible item in a dentist's world record-breaking collection of toothpaste tubes, but it doesn't taste like fish and was likely a novelty or a prop, not a mass market product. Okay, so if it's not a mass market product, what was it doing in the ground here in Virginia? Very interesting. I'll probably just kind of tuck that away just for the fun of it. The toothpaste has turned to powder and keeps falling out. Aside from that, this week it was just the usual shotgun shells and a few pieces of other crap. So anyhow, next week I think I'm going to go to another site nearby. It's a site that was lived in from sometime just after the Civil War until around World War I. Been there a few times, found some interesting stuff, and I'm going to do some poking around there. If I don't find anything, I will probably go back to the turn of the century site that I call the Wheatie Factory, because I always find wheat pennies there, but sometimes some other interesting stuff too. So we will see. Anyhow, I hope everybody enjoys Thanksgiving. And remember, dig it all, fill in your holes, and leave nothing but footprints.